live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Hey, hey, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, 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 we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
Hello, beautiful people.
Hello, hello, hello.
I am Jarrett, the football genius Burgess.
I am Stephanie Fitzpatrick, aka the Advantage Coach.
And this is episode 180 of the Field to the Real podcast.
And closer.
Yeah, it's getting super close. And so with 20 episodes to go before 200, it's about 4 months. We'll probably take some time at Christmas.
Over the holidays, yep. So 5 months.
Yeah, so 5 months. You can say about 5 months.
5 months.
So we're looking at April, which would be perfect if it could land on spring break, because then we could almost do this.
Yeah, we could actually plan it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that would be
I'm looking forward to it. I ain't seen my sister in person since November.
You moved me here. Yeah.
It's been almost a year. That was November 5th, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Yep.
November
4th.
5th.
November 4th.
4th.
It was October 5th. You moved me to Charlotte. November
Yes,
4th.
that's what it
you moved me. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Man.
Yes. Hopefully it won't be April
years.
before you see me, but
yeah, nah, we're gonna have to fix that. We gonna have to fix that.
Listen, I don't want it to be April before you finally see me, but
you know, we able to move around a little more now, so
yeah,
things
are feeling a little better. So yeah. We're gonna make it happen. Don't worry. I'll see you, bro.
Yeah. Look, we gonna have to. Listen. Well, let's go ahead and dive into this Who's Really Right. It's funny, all of the stuff that you have on here, with maybe the exception of the Brittney Griner story, are all things that I was thinking to talk about. I think that we had mentioned this like months ago that, you know, pretty much Stephanie has taken over, you know, with choosing the stories and choosing the topics. And, you know, if it's something that I really want to talk about, I'll add it to the list of the topics. But for the most part, like we kind of always are in step with what to talk about. And I know you probably be thinking to yourself, like, oh, you just agreeing with me because, you know, but for real, like a lot of the stuff that you choose are things that I see and I'm like, oh, I want to talk about this.
Yeah.
And then it just magically shows up on.
Well, you know, we've been doing this a long time now. So I think I got where we are. Like, you know what I mean? I pay attention to us and how our energy moves. And so a lot of times when I see something, it's not even just it's I know this will be a good thing to talk about. Yeah,
and we still talk about things during the week, like we'll discuss stuff. You will send me or I'll send you and stuff like that. So so, you know, even through that, like we just we know the stories that'll hit at us. So as soon as I saw that Brittney Griner story on there, I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh yeah, I knew my sister was going to talk about this.
I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. Anyway, okay.
All right, but let's jump into Who's Really Right. I'm sorry.
All right.
Who's Really Right? What team is going to be the team that's going to upend the Eagles? Okay.
Yeah.
And so
they're undefeated.
They're undefeated right now, which is crazy. They are leading the NFC East division.
Yeah.
And so to this right now, actually. So for those of y'all who don't know, we record on Sundays. Right now they are in the midst of playing the Cardinals. I don't know what's going on, so I can't even tell you. It just started though. Next week they play the Cowboys. The week after they play the Steelers. Then the Texans. Then the Washington football team. And then
Commanders. The Colts. Then they play who do they play next?
The Packers.
The Packers, the Titans.
Packers, Titans, Giants, Bears. Cowboys.
And then they back to they because it's the Cowboys, Eagles, and Giants again. So at the end there.
When they end off with the Saints.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah, Saints at Eagles on January 1st.
Okay.
And so I don't think either of us believe that this team will go undefeated.
No.
So
I thought they would be better.
I thought they would be better too, but not undefeated at this point.
Yeah, I feel like Jalen Hurts is comfortable. They've clearly, like we talked about this, how the team is really rallied around him.
Right.
He brought his boy there. Like, I feel like they really gave him some autonomy and some confidence, like a boost of confidence. And it's showing on the field way more than I thought it would, in all honesty. Yeah.
No, I agree. And I remember when we talked about this at the beginning of the season, I just didn't see it. Like, as far as them like being a great team, I knew that they would be better than they were last year.
Mm-hmm.
But what team do you think this unbeaten streak is going to fall to?
Well, I'm not confident in the Cardinals being the team that they're going to lose to at this point. I haven't really seen anything to make me think any differently. Clearly the Cowboys, anyway. Steelers, I don't know what y'all do. And I would have wanted to say my team, but I can't. I can't. I cannot. Texans, whatever. Commanders. I think it'll be the second half of the season.
Okay.
I think they're going to darn near go perfect, like about 10-0 before they get that.
Before they get to the point to lose.
Real perfect. And I think, because here's what I believe.
Mm-hmm.
The look on Aaron Rodgers' face this morning,
losing to the Giants,
after losing to the Giants, is one of pure disgust.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's going to stop. I don't want to say that. I was about to say something. He's going to pick it up. And he's going to have to lead this team, basically, which he has not done, in my opinion.
Right.
He just kind of going with the flow. Like, this is what's going on. But you're there and you don't like to lose. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like by the time they get to this point in the season, the Packers are going to be better.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to be a problem for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that'll be the first time they get to move.
They get to,
yeah. Get to that ill.
All right. So my choice is going to surprise you.
Okay.
They're going to lose to the Cowboys.
Like next week?
Next week, they're going to lose to the Cowboys. I believe that game is in Philly.
It is.
That game is in Philly, but I believe it's a prime. It's a primetime
time
game, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
Yep, 8:20.
8 o'clock. Yep.
Next Sunday.
Yep.
That defensive line and that front seven is gonna make it a long day for the Eagles' offensive line and Jalen Hurts. Okay. And I think that's gonna be the way that they win the game. And I still think that the Eagles still go on a run after that, and they win a bunch of games. But I think that when you have a division rivalry game like this, it doesn't matter how good one team is and how bad the other team is.
Yeah,
this is the game where everybody, holds on to their pride, and sometimes the lesser team says, "Listen, we're not going to take this line down. We're going to get to it." And I think that the Cowboys have enough to do that.
So let me ask you this. Is Dak back next week?
No, I think they win this game with Cooper Rush. I think they run the ball pretty well. I think they throw when they have to, but I think they play good, solid defense, and that's how they'll win the game.
Because that's the thing that I think has been more surprising about the Eagles, is the defense.
Oh, yes.
So, okay.
I one of the things that I've seen from and I agree with you, but one of the things that I see is that Darius Slay hasn't played up to the potential that we saw from him out of Detroit. And so he's been getting roasted all over the field. I think that maybe he's able to kick it into gear for the rest of this year, but I just, we had to see.
Okay. Yeah. We're gonna see.
We gonna see.
We gonna see. Well, y'all let us know who's really right.
Who's really right?
Put the cameras on me. 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 Put the cameras on me.